Welcome to another video. Today we're working on the Dodge, and last video I literally jinxed myself. I said the Dodge was super reliable. Of course, it came in with a problem. So let's go ahead and check it out and we'll show you how I'm gonna fix it. So this is my 2001 Ram 3500. We got a coolant leak coming out of the radiator. So it's coming out of basically right around somewhere in this bottom area, but on the radiator side. And yeah, it's not great. So this 2001 Ram, like I just said, while we're in here, we're gonna go ahead and clean out all the tanks, the hoses, and pretty much do I wouldn't say a great radiator flush. We're gonna clean up a couple things. So that's pretty much that. Let me show you the new one I got. All right, so the new one's right here, as you can see. Got off Summit Racing. It showed up in like 2-3 days since I ordered it, which is pretty quick from my opinion. Standard shipping, no rushed. So pretty big unit. I guess why it's cost what it costs. So we gotta go ahead and start. We can kind of see the old one where the mounts are. So we got a couple, two here. Looks like a couple mounts there. And kind of go ahead and get rolling. I'm going to start by draining the old one. Looks like on this one there's a drain piece right here, so that's probably where we're going to start with, and just kind of go from there and see what happens. So underneath the truck, before we start draining it, you can see the leak right up in there, and even better on this side if I can get an angle. Yeah, you can see where it's coming out, basically up in there. So something up in there is rubbing or something, and guess we'll find out as we go through here. Yeah, she's definitely dripping. All right, so looking at mine, it looks like mine is broken off flush. So I'm gonna go ahead and get something to, basically some pliers, and see if I can't open mine up and get it to drain off camera. All right, so I wasn't able to get that stupid plug out, so I guess we're gonna just start picking a spot and get working. So looks like this is pretty straightforward to come off. Pop that guy off. This thing should just pop up and out. So I'm gonna finagle this a little bit. I've had it out before, and then we're gonna drain it by popping off the lower radiator tube. I think it's gonna be the best way to do that, which is right there. So it's just a hose clamp, and it'll all come gushing out and make a big mess. So with that out of the way, this is the lower radiator hose right here, and you can see that clamp. So I slid off some pliers, and then I'm gonna reach down with two hands and get this, but yeah, it's gonna basically come out and then make a giant mess. Rest in peace environment. We caught like, I don't know, 50% of it. Awesome. So yeah, there's just no way, unfortunately, to get any better. That sucks. All right, so next thing I'm gonna go ahead and do, I gotta take this upper radiator hose off. Gotta undo these clips right here. And then the idea is we gotta get this washer fluid reservoir out, get the cable set out of the way, and basically start clearing out room for this guy right here. So let's go ahead and get started on that next. Before I get too far ahead of myself, so the washer fluid thing is out. There's two plugs on that, one for the actual fluid, which is this guy, and then just a little prong port which plugs in. It's this guy right here, these two little guys. And then there's two little buttons that are holding it in. So this second one I didn't see, so I was struggling with it for a minute. Once you pop that out, then the whole thing comes up, and you can kind of access it by sticking your hand in behind this guy right in here. So there's that. Now we have 4 bolts, it looks like, to get the franchise route out. You guys can see there's one here, one right there, one here, and one down there. And then my upper radiator hose literally was barely holding on there. Old girl was just cracked. So this thing, I literally think the crack, or why it's leaking, is because the plastic is brittle. I mean, this was so brittle, it snapped off in the pipe without even trying hard to get it out. So that's what I think is going on, but we're gonna keep working and getting this thing out. All right, so to get the radiator off, looks like we got one right here, which pops off right there, and then one on the other side. And trying to figure out where this leak was coming from. I think it was coming from up here. You can kind of see how it's like, I don't know. I think it was coming from this broken piece, to be honest. I'm looking around up here. So that kind of blows. It is what it is, but you can see all this discoloration down here. I thought it was coming from right up in here. I don't know, it looks like there's something rubbing right there, so it's possible. I don't know. But yeah, so she's leaking. This is my broken, this is where there should be a drain, which I don't actually see a drain on this radiator anywhere. That's irritating. I think these are gonna have to come off and go on the new one, because the new one just has little pegs. But, interesting. Very interesting. Either this was the drain and it's totally busted, or, yeah, who knows, but she shot. So I'm glad to be done with this thing. So I'm gonna go fiddle around with a couple things. I took this guy off because I wanted to clean it up and paint it. Took a couple other pieces off as I'm working in here. I'm gonna power wash down in here just to clean this up because it hasn't seen the light of day in a long time. And then I'll pick back up with you and ready to put the new one in. All right, so cleaned up a little bit. On a side note, this intercooler for the air-to-air is huge. I did not realize Dodge made 24-volt intercooler this big, but that's kind of awesome. So this whole thing is basically the size of the radiator. It's the air-to-air intercooler for the turbo. That's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and get the new one in. All right, so these two boots just slipped right off. And I went ahead and put them right there and there. The reason for that is they were not sticking on the new one, so we're just gonna set them in place and hopefully the new one can slide in place on top of that. All right, so I understand why this is shaved off now. It is bumping into the intercooler pipe right there, so I can't get it. So I'm gonna take a little cutter and cut off one of those tabs. But yeah, that's, I guess it's gonna be inoperable. That kind of stinks, but it is what it is. All right, so that pretty much does it. All it's left to do is put in more radiator fluid and we're good to go. So I need to go run out and buy some. I did not buy any more, and the stuff that came out, yeah, I don't think we're gonna use any of that. So that's pretty much that. And I think one of the reasons it was so gross, I was power washing under here and the bucket was still there, and then there's a couple other things going on. Inside this pipe was super gross, so power washed out of there. The bottom pipe has a spring in it to keep it from collapsing, so I thought it was gone because I was about to pull it off, but it's still fine. And then I power washed the coolant reservoir and a couple other things to kind of help clean up the truck a little bit. So looks pretty good. Nice shiny aluminum. See how long that lasts. And yeah, let me go fill this thing back up and we'll start her up. It should be good to go. Pretty much got everything topped off. So she's topped off there. We got our tank filled up, and now that it's power washed, I can actually see in there, which is nice. And yeah, just a heads up, if you're doing this, you probably want to get a new radiator cap while you're at it. I didn't think about it, so I'm still using my old one, but I'll probably place that down the road a little bit. We'll just help to make sure everything operates properly. So pretty much that. Let's go ahead and crank it up. Don't think anything wild has happened, so it's not like fuel's been cut or anything. It's not going to do anything dumb. But there we go. Ta-da. So pretty simple. Nothing too wild. Looks good. So that's gonna pretty much do it for today's video. Honestly, it's pretty easy. So needed to do your radiator, there you go. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Hopefully nothing else stupid breaks on the truck.